and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Nextdoor Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores. And good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Sit Down here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app, or by way of our website, nextdoorradio.com. Also, the Nextdoor Radio app and all of our social media platforms. Candidate for Granville County Sheriff Robert Fountain joins us here for the Sunday Sit Down. My friend, we are this is the final one of the elections of the upcoming campaign. How you feeling?
I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I am thankful to where we are. I'm thankful for the position that God has put me in. Um, I'm ready to go. We're fired up, ready to go, man. We're ready to go, ready to go. I get a little rest tonight, rest tomorrow, and then we do the groundwork on Tuesday, and we see what God has in store. You know, if you believe and you're a faith-based person, you don't worry about it. That's why you pray. And God always put things in your path. You just have to walk it. And that's what we do. And that's what we've done. And that's what we're going to continue to do as sheriff of Granville County. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic. We are, we like to say, living the dream here in
I
Oxford,
stole that
North
last
Carolina.
week from you.
That's right. Hey, you got to love it. Again, candidate for Granville County Sheriff Robert Fountain joins us here for the Sunday Sit Down. This is the final one before the general election comes up on Tuesday, November 8th. Real quick, let's kind of go into a quick introduction once again. If this is the very first time somebody has seen you, of course, you've been in the community for the last, seems like 100 years, not to give your age or anything there, but give a little introduction if you can.
A Robert Fountain, candidate for sheriff, a guy for the people, a servant leader, and a person that has always thought about his faith and his family and his commitment to the service of a community. The story and the resume is out there. No one is, I think, unaware of who I am, even to the point that people now have access to my whole resume, which they've had. And we are just a servant, and that's all I am. I'm a child of God, and I'm happy to where I am. And y'all don't know how happy I am, brother.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
So the early elections have ended on Saturday, November 5th. So that's out of the question. Of course, the big thing is we want to make sure go ahead and get voted, go ahead and get out there. But now the general election is coming on in just a couple of days. So we'll say 2 days, November 8th.
Yeah.
Anything that we haven't quite you can go back to our website at nextdoorradio.com, of course, on your social media outlets, but you can listen back to our audio and every single video that we have ever done for the Sunday Sit Down, or just by way of our local talk and decision 2022. But is there anything that people don't really know about you, should you say?
I don't think it's much that people have missed, because we've been transparent the whole time, and that's what we want to bring to the Granville County Sheriff's Office. As sheriff, I want to always be transparent. I want to be accountable, and I want to be the leader that serves first, and that's what we've done. Um, Besides my grandbabies, my wife, my son, my team, um, we just do the work, and that was evident um, yesterday as our service to our community, right? So, and it wasn't about me, and some people got upset because I wouldn't speak about politics yesterday. First time in Granville County's history, they had a Souls to the Polls rally and a Souls to the Polls march, and it was very, it was humbling to see that the cross sections of pastors, black and white, men and women, people of God showed up, black and white. And then after we had service at First Baptist Church, we marched and sang and fellowshipped all the way to Penn Avenue. And at which time, and I want to thank everybody that participated. And I want to just say something to Miss Courtney Gills, that she came in when we were doing a community prayer, and I have no problem with people joining us because the cross sections of our county is what we're supposed to be about, unifying everybody regardless of political affiliations, who you are, who you love. God doesn't look at people with an R, D, or I, right? Well, unaffiliated. God looks at us as his people. So when she came and prayed with us, um, I spoke to her, and I spoke to her again today when I heard what was going on with her. We offered her some comfort that we understand that has been too much division politically. Um, and we went down the road of telling her we appreciated her being a part of it because we asked everybody that we saw, no matter who you were at the polls the other day, hey, we're throwing a cookout. People are more so people who wanted to approach me. If you told me you didn't want to talk to me or something like that, then sometimes people block their own blessings, right? So sometimes just approaching someone, you may be blessed with something. So and that, like I said, we just served. I think we served 700 people lunch yesterday for free. People came up, the seniors drive through, just like a voting
Yeah.
location, and we fellowshipped, had a good time. And like I said, a couple people got upset the fact that I would not talk about the election. And I told people in the beginning, this celebration was about our community and about us starting to heal those relationships across party lines. And several members of the Republican Party showed up. They broke bread with us. They hung around. They helped serve. Went to the store for me. Went to got ice, coolers, sodas, everything. And it was how we supposed to be as a unit, as a community, because that word unit is in community, unity and unit, right? We're all one. So, like I said, it wasn't about politics yesterday. Uh, I love my community and we give back, right? So that's what it was about. Um, and then today, spoke at a couple of events today, and we're still going to hit the ground tomorrow. I'll rest for half a day, and then Tuesday, I crank it up Tuesday.
Yep.
We're gonna crisscross the county about 2 or 3 times, um, and again, try to meet people. Right, as I think now it's about 13,000 people have voted already. Um, but we need more people to vote. We need more people to exercise their constitutional rights, and that civic duty is something that is incumbent upon all of us. And that's why the title of tonight was the urgency of now. And I want to change that. It's the fierce urgency of now, right? Because everything that you think of from a constitutional perspective, the sheriff's position is a constitutionally mandated position. And if you're a constitutionalist, if you're a person that takes an oath and swears on the Bible or affirms on the Bible or affirms their belief, if you're a citizen of this country, you need to be involved in this process because it is part of your constitution. It is part of the things that created this whole environment we live in. So we have to embrace that. We have to work it towards doing it. And I don't think it's about, well, when I get elected, I think it's about doing the work so people see the work that you do. So it's, that when I get elected thing, if you're going to serve, why you got to wait till you get elected to do it, right? Do the work, take care of the people, see the sick. Nobody that's running for this position went and checked on those 6 people that were shot over there on Piedmont. Nobody went to see about them, right? But some of those people were at the meeting we had yesterday. Some of those people got fed yesterday. Some of those people a week ago, I went to see about them, right? It's not about politics. It's about if you're going to do the right thing, do it. Stop talking. Do the work. I'm getting there, so I'm sorry.
Hey, you're perfectly fine. Do your thing. Again, candidate for Granville County Sheriff Robert Fountain. This is our Sunday sit down, the final one before the general election comes up on November 8th. Of course, there's a few. You can go to the website and you can be able to find out where you're supposed to be voting. I'm going to ask a cliche question here, right? Why is it so important to get it right now?
We've had 3 sheriffs in 3 years, 4 years, right? You're supposed to have 1 in 4. And our democracy about locally, we have to come together to decide if we're going to ever move past this ugliness of where we came from. So, and that's like I told some deputies the other day, it is time to stop talking about what you did in the past, stop reflecting on things that happened. What happened with Bryn and Sherwood and all those people, I don't really care about. Only I care about now is how we move forward. And those people that work in the sheriff's office, that's what I'm telling them. Your slate could be clean, just do the job. I care about that and that election process because when I get there, and it's not if, it's when, it's the thing of I want to know if you're committed to the service of the sheriff at his pleasure and the protection of our communities. So if you are part of this whole I'm a quit thing that they've been throwing around, I've never said that. I never said I was going in to fire everybody because it would be idiotic of me. It would be one of the dumbest things for me as the sheriff of Granville County, knowing that you're 16 deputies short already, to go in and talk about and fire everybody. That's a scare tactic. That's for people that, oh, he's going to do this. Nobody came and asked me what I was going to do. If you come and ask me what I'm going to do, I will tell you the only thing I'm going to do is change the leadership and the rank structure. Then I'm going to have promotion opportunities that's fair, consistent with our community and what it looks like and how we serve our communities. If you're black and unqualified, you can't work for me. If you're white and unqualified, you can't work for me, right? So the expectation of what people may think, it's about your education, qualification, and training, not because we cool. That ain't who I am. I ain't built like that. Never have done that. If you are competent, qualified, and can do the job, you can work with me. If you can't, and you betrayed the public's trust, hear it from me, you can't work for me because you can't serve this community in its capacity to trust you. That's bottom line, right? So, and that's part of why we need a community advisory board. That's why we need to change the rank structure. That's why we need to get rid of the chief's deputy's position. The chief's deputy's position is something that haunts our law enforcement legacy in the sheriff's office because that position has traditionally been the next guy to be sheriff all the time. It's not fair because I can promote my boy, give him 2 years to run the office, and traditionally people just go vote for him. It happens every 10 years for about 40 years. So my thing is to change the rank structure, realign everything. I'm not bringing in 4 new captains, and that's a lie that somebody told the other day, and it's Sunday, and I shouldn't say it, but I am. We're going to change the structure. We're going to have divisions. I'm going to have leadership that is professional, competent, and qualified. We're going to change the rank structure. It's too top heavy. I can't touch these salaries that these people have now. Meeting with the county manager, I can only touch 2.5% of your salary. That's it. After that, I can reassign you to a different position. I can't touch your money, your benefits, or your retirement. So that story that people are throwing around is just false information. It's a scare tactic to think that, okay, he's going to do something. Here's the story. The story is I'm the most qualified, competent person to run the sheriff's office right now, hands down, because I'm a servant. That's where it starts. The other stuff, the resume, I gave somebody my resume the other day and they were like, this is a lot. And then the guy that was in the military, he thanked me for my resume. He said, it's impressive. But if you don't read and you just listen to noise, then that's what you're going to hear is noise, right? So let's stop listening to noise and let's look at facts. There is not anything that I've said that people can dispel. One guy even said he checked and got an email back from Oliver North, and Naval Investigative Service was took care of Oliver North's security at Lejeune. Correct, they did. But guess who they used to provide security? They were responsible for arranging the protection of Colonel Oliver North. But the SWAT team, which were Marine MPs, did the actual groundwork. So, people reaching for something, you always get nothing because you give me an opportunity to explain more of who I am and the credibility that I have. Nice try, didn't work. So just let's do that again. Let's try something next time, next 4 years when I run again. Maybe you can try it then. But from this point on, our public information section, and this is pretty much not the last Sunday sit down, we're going to arrange every Sunday, probably every Sunday, we're going to sit down with Next Door Radio. My division heads will either interview with Trey every Sunday to keep our communities informed about the safety. The deputies in their districts will be able to articulate who they are to the communities because I don't want to make it about me. I'm the face. They do the work. I need to empower the ones that do the work to make sure the community respects them make sure they respect the communities, and they all work together to keep us all safe, no matter where you live. We have 538 square miles. I'm responsible for your safety every day, and I'm committed to doing it. Promises made, promises kept, everything we've done. We said we've done. So anybody want to challenge me on that record, bring it. I'm, hey, I'm gonna be the sheriff, bro. Bring it.
Candidate for Graham County Sheriff Robert Fountain joins us here by way of the Sunday sit down. My name is Trey Stein on behalf of Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app available by Google and Apple Store. If you've missed this live, of course, you can go back to our website and go under the program and recordings, and everything that we've ever done is sitting right there. Elections coming up, general election, November 8th. Again, that is from the polls are open from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 on election day. We're going to broadcast. We've been approved. We're going to be able to broadcast the entire night from the Board of Elections. I'm extremely excited about that. Again, I think you wrapped it up there on that last note. Talk. Look, is there anything else? Last couple of minutes on every program that we have. Really open up the floor to anything you want to have.
First, my wife, my family, my team. It's been a great run. We've done the things the right way. It's in God's hands, and it's in the hands of the people of this great county. And I think that if they look at the body of work, they look at what we've done, it's easy to say, okay, this guy deserves a chance to lead our community. I will be at Deep South Bar and Grill. I'll be there at around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I'm asking everybody on the team, everybody's going to be at the polls, all the supporters. Look, we might have a block party at Deep South in the parking lot, right? We want to pack the place. We want to have another local business be a part of what the celebration is. It's going to be historic because the numbers are already historic, right? It's a historic election cycle. People are engaged. People have been doing their homework and studying. Now we want to prep for November 9th. And because November 9th is the day after, I will then start setting things in motion to put my team in place while I work with the county commissioners to go ahead and swear me in early. Because John Hardy has had the lead of the ship. He was appointed to lead the ship, but now his time is up. And I don't want to have any other issues. So I will work with John Hardy in this transition. He and I will work hand in hand. I will work with Mr. Smoot to understand his role in this whole agency because he still has 2 years to do and he has insurance and retirement. Everybody else, just be ready. Be ready to do the work. Be ready to get off your butts and let's go to work. Some of those guys bust their butts daily. Some don't. That's the thing we have to change. Everybody's going to be accountable to what they're supposed to do. So write down your job duties, write down your job descriptions, get your resumes. I said this 2 months ago. Get your resumes ready because I'm going to give every deputy a copy of mine. And then you're going to have to evaluate where you stand in this process. Every leader, every employee, jail detention staff, everybody, get your stuff together. Because I'm going to change the culture, but I need to do it with you as employees of the sheriff's office. So other than that, man, it's been a great run, Trey. You've been great in this whole process. You've been fair and balanced with every candidate that comes on, no matter what they do, who they are, because you're a great man of God. You're a leader in this community. You serve your community well. I look forward to our public information officer working with you to make sure we have our meetings every week or quarterly, however we're going to put it together at your discretion. And I think that's going to be some of the arguments I'm going to have with the county commissioners of the funding sources, because I'm going to do it different. I'm going to make sure we have the community in the forefront of our minds every day. And God bless you. God bless my team. I love you guys. I will see you Tuesday at these polls. Let's get it done.
My friend, God bless you as well. Thank you for the kind words. This has been a lot of fun. Elections coming up on November 8th from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. You can go to their website, the local government website, and find out where you're supposed to be voting. Get out there and vote.
I forgot one thing.
Go ahead.
I need your vote and your support to become sheriff of Graham County. Thank you.
God bless you, my friend. Appreciate you. That's Robert Fountain. He's candidate for Graham County Sheriff here coming up on November 8th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. The polls will be open. We're going to be broadcasting that live right here by way of Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, the Nextdoor Radio app. Until next time, hey, God bless. Thank you so much for what we do here on Nextdoor.